Hello and welcome to OTC. I'm your host, Buddy 1927. Today we are going to be talking about a new program. The program is called Tank Inspector. Cherry Coke of NAFTA actually put this in our NAFTA forum under programs, and I checked it out. It's pretty good. I watched the Jingles video on it, and it's actually pretty good. I will be setting up a link to this program um, on the YouTube page. I also replied to Cherry Coke's post and put the link to this program. One thing that you have to do, make sure when you go to the download page to download this, take a look at the system's requirement, and from system requirements, take a look and see you meet all the system's requirement. They do have links to make sure you meet the requirements. I had to actually add Windows Net to my computer to be able to run this program, but it is a pretty good program to have. It gives you a lot of information, a lot more information than World of Tanks actually gives you. When you install this program, it will, and when you first run this program, it will pop up email and password. What you basically are doing there is setting up an account. So give them your email address and use a different password than the one that you use on World of Tanks. Don't use the same password. This way they won't have access to your account at World of Tanks. Then once you get it set up under preferences, the settings screen will pop up, and it will ask you the game path. It needs to know where your World of Tank program is on your computer. Mine's under on the C drive under Games under World of Tanks, and it will show background. It'll allow you to show background information and all that. You can set up the different types of graphics you want for it, and you can actually. This actually is a overview of the World of Tanks garage, so you can set up your garage the way you want to. This is the program right here. Currently, I'm researching the ST1. I'm actually grinding on the ST1 to get to the IS4. One thing about this, you click over here, it pulls up the entire tech tree for each country. As you can see, we have actually the Japanese line, which came out in patch 8.10. From what I've read so far about this program, it will update. It might be a couple of days behind. When World of Tanks updates its patches, it might be a couple of weeks behind. A couple of days behind the patch. But you can take a look. It shows you all the tier 10s on the Japanese line. It has the Chinese line, the French line, the German line, the English, American, and the Russian. So if you're looking to research a tank, you can take a look at actually each tier 10 before, so see which tank you like. In case you have different options in the tree to go to, you can also take a look. Excuse me. You can also take a look at how to go down and take a look at each tank. Let's go down the American line real quick. Okay, under tank destroyers, you start off here to go down to the tank destroyer, and you get two different routes. You can go. This is actually the turn to the line of the tank destroyers, and you can go up to the M81A. And go down T49 to the Hellcat and all the way down to the tier 10. Or you can go to the T40 to the Wolverine, but you don't, and you can go down all the way to the tier 10 in the non-turret line, or you can actually divert and go up to the Hellcat. So if you see a lot of people play the Wolverine and you don't like the non-turret, you want to go down the turret, you can just hop up to the Hellcat and you skip the M881 and the T49. But but it allows you to pick out what type of tank. You can take a look at the research. Currently, I am working on the ST1, which is the Russian line. We're going to take a look at this tank. This actually gives you a lot of information about the tank. Let's start off with what I'm. If you take a look right here, the equipment evaluator. What this number here is actually showing you is the armor penetration, and as you can see, it's a crosshair. So it's how the tank is looking at you. So if I'm at a 30-degree angle and I got somebody shooting me at this angle, you can see the armor right here. That's one of the weak spots of this tank, is that little viewpoint, and you can see right there my armor value is at 246. If I'm head on to him, you can see now my armor value is 213. So it lets you see the armor value on how the gun, how you at any and all different types of angles. It gives you a 360-degree view. It also gives you a top view of the tank and also the armor value. So if you're in a game that has arty, or if you're an arty player, you want to take a look at the different types of tanks, the armor and all that. It lets you see where exactly, like right here is, if I shot my arty round right here, I'm going through 101 millimeters of armor, but if I shoot right here, I'm only going through 30 millimeters of armor. So it gives you different types of view and stuff like this. If you go down here where the camouflage tank is right here, click on that. Now it actually shows you the weak spots and the strengths of this tank. Same thing, allows you still got the evaluator showing you your hit points and your angles and stuff like that. See, I have 213 on this commander's hatch. 236. So the different types of angles. You can't shoot the gun. You can't. The Trax doesn't have armors, so it won't give you your value point of the armor on the gun or the Trax itself. But the armor itself, it allows you at different angles. So if you have a tank that you're having a hard time destroying in the game, especially in the upper tiers, you can actually pull that tank up in this tank inspector and find its weak spots. Let's go back to regular view. Okay. Under this, you can see what the tank looks like and stuff like this. Click the arrow here. Now it gives you a whole bunch of information, a lot more information than what World of Tanks gives you. And you can look up all the firepower, the maneuverability of the tank, the mobility of the tank, the survivability of the tank, the scoutability of the tank, how the tank performs in the battles and battle tiers that it actually are matched in, economy of the tank, how much money you can actually make, how much the tank costs, shell prices, shells price per damage, average income, gross and net. It gives you a whole bunch of information, and it also gives you some miscellaneous information. Basically what this information is the weight of the tank. One thing that you can do, it will help you highlight a little bit more so you can bring it out and give you a little bit more detail. If you go over, like we're going over penetration, it tells you what the penetration is currently on your tank, or the way that tank is currently set up, and breaks it down for you and gives you all the information you need to know. Okay, so the information there is good. One thing about this, down below here, is just like in World of Tanks, you got your garage slots. You got your gun slots and stuff like that. Let me go back to the tank. That will show you. When you hover over the tank, it gives you the information about the gun, everything you need to know about the gun, everything you need to know about the turret, everything you need to know about the engines, everything you need to know about the current tracks, the radio, and the shell that you selected. You click on it and it brings up the different types. So if you want to see what the medium tank does, and then go back and compare it to The Top Gun, you can compare the guns around. One thing it does, we'll put this down below. We'll put this down, and we'll go back to the basic setup of the tank, the way it actually comes when you first purchase the tank. Now we got everything on here that you normally will have on this tank when you first purchase it. One thing it won't let. Now you take a look at the guns. So if I research the next gun, it'll allow me to put it on there. Okay, boom, I got the next gun. I know I'm going to need tracks, so let me go ahead and get the tracks. So I've upgraded the tracks now on this thing. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. It won't allow me to upgrade to the Top Gun. Why? I haven't upgraded the turret yet. So you need to upgrade the turret. Now you can go back and select the Top Gun. So if you're in World Tanks, take a look at your research tree and see what you need to research to get the specific items in there. And once you get everything researched out, you can take a look at what your tank is going to be, how it's going to perform. You got this little button right here, which automatically upgrades it to Elite with all the top options, and gives you the performance and power and stuff like that. One thing it does allow you, the shells here, it actually allows you to select the 3 different shells that the tank does carry. These are your garage slots. These are your modulars. It allows you to set up your tank with the different types of modulars you like. Since let's put what I actually have on here: large caliber rammer, and I think I got enhanced gun lane drive. But if you scroll up and down, if you don't see what you see, it will allow you to see what the options are on this tank. I got enhanced gun lane drive. Now if I go back to my fire, all this information here, if I decide I want to swap out my enhanced gun lane drive to vertical stabilizer, it'll change the numbers and it'll allow you to take a look at what the difference is if you swap that out. It allows you to add the basic consumables. It doesn't allow combat rations. It'll tell you what your combat rations will be, like the improvements and stuff like that. Leaded gas will tell you what your improvements are on that. There's no improvements on repair kits and small first aid. It does give you on the automatic fire extinguisher. It does give you a better rating. Large repair kit doesn't show you much. Large first aid kit doesn't help you out that much, but it allows you to take a look at the maneuverability. It allows you to take a look at what if the consumable will help you, like combat ration. You can see, boom, it will allow me to improve all the stuff that's highlighted. So right now I got a small repair kit, and you can put all 3 on there, and manual fire extinguisher, and the numbers will change. The next box here is your crew that is currently on there. You got your commander, you got your gunner, your driver, your loader, your other loader. You got 2 loaders on here. So one thing that will allow you to do, and you can set the crew to whatever level that it currently is at. And as you can see, it'll tell you the experience that crew will get. We're at 1%. Most crews start off at 50%. That's about the average. Dead or alive status and stuff like that. But that will tell you, so you can actually design this to see what your current crew is. So if you got 50% no perks, if you have a perk on here, we're doing repairs. Okay. Now I can set what my current repairs are at. It will allow you the skills and perks allows you to check off. You can take a look and see what will happen if I check off. I had repairs on him. I'll go ahead and drop repairs, and I want to put 6 cents on him. It will give you the changes and stuff like that in these numbers. You can have as many perks as you have. So we'll add repairs on the commander, and you can see the changes that it made. Same thing with the brothers in arms. He's currently working repairs, and so on. You can take a look at what the perks do to help improve your tank. So that's different. That's a lot of information that this program gives you. A lot more than what World of Tanks does, and you can set it up to what you currently have it stacked, or if you want to see what will happen if you want to make changes in your modulars down here or in your crews. So overall, this is an excellent program. Cherry Coke, thank you for introducing this program to NAFTA. If you all have any other comments about this video, or if you like this video, please mark it on YouTube. If you have comments, leave comments on YouTube or in our NAFTA forum. I'd like to thank you again for watching OTC, and I hope you enjoyed it, and go out there and kill some tanks.